Hello everyone, we are here to talk about some concepts from psychology, and when we talk about mental health, people always ask us to think positive, and positive thinking is something that promotes mental health. But we seldom hear how to think positive. We never get to hear how to, train our mind to think positive, and it is definitely not an easy task. But there are some strategies that are proven by research that if a person can practice certain steps, it is easier for them to think positive. Let us look into those concepts today and try to understand how to think positive. Now first let us understand what is to think positive in the first place, right? To think positive is not just to think hopefully. To think positive is not just to be happy all the time. To think positive is not just to wish good things. Thinking positive is where a person feels that he or she is capable of doing certain tasks, and thinking positive is also to understand what are their limits. So if there is something that a person cannot do, then the person must be aware of it. So thinking positive has two sides to it. One is to know what are their possibilities. The other side is to know what are the limitations. So thinking positive is a combination of knowing what we can do and knowing what we can't do. And a good understanding of these two things will make a person think positive, right? So thinking positive usually includes a lot of efforts to reflect on oneself. One must know about himself or herself to a good extent, and one should also be able to put them into different contexts, because not always we think the same or not always we behave the same. I might feel better when I am surrounded by my friends. I might not feel so comfortable when I am surrounded by people who are waiting to pass a comment on me. Or I might feel comfortable doing things that I am familiar with, or I might not be so comfortable doing things that I am doing for the first time. So the situation matters, the people around us matter, and the way we are thinking matters. So therefore positive thinking is a combination of all of these factors. Now if one wants to think positive, then one must start introspecting. So the first important thing that one must know about positive thinking is the skill of introspection. What is to introspect, right? I mean, this word is used in different contexts. Philosophers use it differently, psychologists use it differently. From a religious perspective, the idea of introspection is different. So what introspection means in psychology is your ability to look into yourself, is your ability to examine yourself. Introspection is to get a positive, or rather an objective analysis of who you are as a person and all the tasks that you do. So an important skill that one must train himself or herself with is the ability to introspect. How do we do that? Is maybe with various techniques. You can journal your thoughts, or you can talk to a friend about your deep thoughts, or you can probably meditate, or you can involve yourself into activities that helps you to calm down and be more reflective. There are different ways, but introspection is what is important in terms of being able to think about yourself, which includes assessing your strengths, understanding your weaknesses, knowing where are the opportunities for you to grow and opportunities to execute all your wishes, and the possible understanding of the threats that you have, the SWOT analysis. So introspection is therefore a cognitive process, is an emotional process, is a psychological process where you sit with yourself, make a note of all the difficulties or all the challenges and all the strengths that you have and get a good understanding of yourself. So when you know about yourself is when you can start changing it, and changing is what is essential for positive thinking. So for anybody to have positive thinking, one must start assessing themselves, and the important tool for assessment is introspection. So let us try to practice this art on a regular basis. Maybe you want to sit for a minute or so in a day, or then extend it slowly for a couple of minutes and then go on for half an hour or 1 hour, and make a note of all those that you want to put it on a paper. And once you get this idea is when you can know about yourself. So let us practice introspection to develop positive thinking, and through positive thinking, let us lead a positive life. Thank you for watching. Let us meet again on Ayush TV with few more topics.